Hello.
This is Baten. This is Andrea.
And this is Declan.
And this is episode 12 of Baten Kaitos.
You're Baten and I'm Kaitos.
Oh my god, Baten.
Baten summer. Okay, in this episode we are going to...
We're out! We're out of here!
We're running away very leisurely.
Let's get on the liner.
Okay.
Okay.
So we probably mentioned this before, but the
Express liner will be departing soon.
the ships in the game are all
Alive.
fish. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
not all of them, but most of them.
There they are.
Hello?
They're organic in some way.
Yeah. Which reminds me of like Rowan was talking about creatures.
What do you mean, creatures?
Like, it's a video game series.
Okay.
Like, it's this really old video game series. And like all the ships are like alive. Like all the technology is like made with like biology, essentially.
Okay, yeah.
It reminds me of that.
The liner is underway.
God! Just when you think it can't get worse.
I know.
The liner is underway.
Can you believe we considered turning voices off for this?
No! It's too good.
Yeah, that's in bad.
Have we ever seen
The world map? I don't
No.
think so. It's beautiful though. I mean, we've seen like island maps, but no world maps.
Yeah.
And now we are in Bellflower is the name of this track.
Also,
love this song.
the ship is following a shrimp.
I know, it's so cute.
And also cruel.
Excuse me.
Yeah, well that's
You're right.
actually I never noticed this, but that shrimp is an enemy that you fight, right?
Really?
Yeah. Like devil fingers or whatever. It's in well, I don't want to spoil it. A later area.
Later area. Okay.
Nashira here is just a small village, as you can see. The only ships around here are merchant ships flying in and out from Furcast.
It's like almost a Halloween town because it's purple and orange lights.
Yeah, I actually, now that you say that, it's like, yeah.
Minus all the...
It's not actually, it doesn't have anything to do with Halloween, but the
No, it
color
doesn't.
scheme is very, like,
Which means we'll be
I just like, it's like eclectic. Like, the fact that they even thought of, like, purple clouds and stuff is just super cool. I don't know. And, like, all the lanterns.
Yeah. Like, I love the
lighting.
way this
Oh.
place looks.
I love most of the places in this game.
Yes. My favorite area isn't
Good idea.
anytime soon, but when we get to it, I will make my opinions very clear that I love the place.
So yeah, basically, Shella was kind of just like, oh, looks like we're heading the same way.
The same direction,
I
huh?
feel like Shella was just like really sheltered and just like has no self-respect and just like thinks that she should fall in love with like the first like same age boy that she finds. and
just
it's, like,
regardless of
who he is,
Yeah.
which is an asshole. I mean, I mean like same, but, like, but at least I know better now.
Oh. How old is Shella?
I think, don't quote me, but I think she's 17 and Callus is 19. But I don't know if they say the ages on the screen. Yeah,
They
18
do.
and 17.
17,
Okay, so
okay.
it's close.
Celiac.
I thought, for a second, for some reason, I thought that they said the genders of the characters on the screen too. I'm not sure why.
They do.
No, they don't.
They do.
Where?
I
I
don't
thought that
remember
they
where,
did.
but they do.
They do, don't they?
They do, because it's a... Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, but like, don't they? But I
Yes,
don't
they do.
But where?
I don't remember
When?
where.
Is it only at a certain point in the game? Or are we just like...
No, I
having, like, a
totally
different-
remember this being a thing. Because I complained about it. The last time I played this.
Yeah. Okay, well...
We'll figure it out
we'll figure
later.
it out later. Milk.
Is it
No.
milk?
No. It looks like milk.
We, the people of Nashira, have been
Fishing first. Oh. It's so nice that they have like efficient. I don't know. I feel like we basically, I guess we've kind of only explored like towns on like the outside of like, you know, like not cities, but just kind of like, I mean, I guess Furcad was like a city, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's
we've
like
kind
a
of been in like a country
suburb.
setting.
Yeah.
Even at this new island, we start off in like a countryside set. Ooh, the
Bracelet.
girl reading this. Was that cheese necessary? Oh, you know what we might have forgotten to do?
Was there someone else who wanted cheese?
We saved that girl's husband. Did we do that?
We did
We
it. I don't
but
know if we
We didn't talk to her to
recorded
get the
it.
shampoo
Mm,
or like whatever she gives us.
It's not super important. You miss
Yeah.
out on an item.
I like at this point. I just kind of like, not that I'm like already exhausted with Let's playing this. I just like don't have the patience to try to do like an 100% kind of thing.
No.
It's for like one card that like we'll never use.
Yeah.
And it's just like
We could show it off at some point, but it's just that
it's more about
she
our
thanks us.
yeah, it's more just like our experience of the game than it is everything the game has to offer.
Mm.
I feel like Let's Plays, you know, I was thinking about this the other day. I feel like Let's Plays are almost similar to podcasts. Like,
you just kind of go through at your own pace. If you want 100% it, you 100% it. If
Yeah.
you don't,
we don't
right?
need that. Yeah. But also just like, okay, I don't. The things that are skittering around there,
Are those
what
like
are they?
cockroaches?
I hope they're not cockroaches. But no, I was just saying, like, I think Let's Plays are kind of like, I was about to say cockroaches. I think they're birds or something. I don't know.
What? Why
Um,
would birds be skittering?
I don't know. And you know, that reminds me, so I think someone in this game, yeah, maybe we talked about this, but the prancers, they said that the prancers are like a mix between horses and something else.
Yes.
But horses don't exist in this game, so I'm not sure if that's just like an oversight. Yeah.
Maybe they have like a mythic concept of a horse when they lived back on the earth.
Oh. Andrea!
What? That was the thing that they talked about in the intro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Excuse me?
I thought we were gonna have to censor that.
No!
Hey, as a DM, I have to say that trying to censor yourself for information is just constantly like.
oh
trying to-
shit, right.
You know what I mean?
You're not supposed to know that.
Yeah, so I'm always like paranoid about that. Anyway, what I was saying was that oh my god. I love how me and Maya talks to all the Grey Thorns. Yeah. Let's Plays are kind of like podcasts if you like, you know, especially when you just leave them on in the background, you're mostly like
Right.
listening to what the people Let's Playing the
Yeah.
game are saying.
Like
especially
I
if you've
fall
already
asleep.
played the game. Yeah.
True, yeah.
Exactly. You fall asleep, and I fall asleep to podcasts.
Yeah.
Or like I fell asleep to
Can't say for sure from here.
someone playing
Looks like an Imperial uniform.
Silent Hill
Oh.
because I'm weird like that. But I fell asleep to just their commentary. Like I just
Yeah.
put my phone down, like away, and I just listened to what they were saying because I know the game so well.
That it doesn't
so that
matter
it
if you
doesn't-
see
like
what's on
whatever they're
screen.
saying, like, and what I can hear from the game audio, like I know everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And so here we have an Imperial soldier who seems not as
As a really
Imperial
standout
well, he has a unique character model, which is
concept,
metagaming.
yeah.
But he does, so.
Pretty cool, ain't it?
This Liud of yours.
Also actually paid attention to flying birds being symbolic for how he's not super militant, maybe?
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
He's pretty
Well, I think it's mostly just like that
ambassador from the Empire. Awesome, huh?
logical fallacy where it's like if they like natural things, then they must be good because nature is good. And
Yeah.
etc. Or like they're they pay attention to like creatures that aren't as important as human beings because they're empathetic.
Mhm.
That shows character. Which
Or they're
is-
soft-hearted
Right,
because
right.
they care about the birds.
all this to say
Yeah.
it's like a weak form of character. I don't know if I would say development, but like staging.
They couldn't be that quick. But we'd better be careful.
Ruh-roh.
Huh? You outlaws? Being chased by the Empire?
Surely we weren't supposed to say that out loud.
Sorry? No. No. Who gave you that idea? It's just
Callus, it's too late.
we're not on very good terms.
No, stop it. You're making
Yeah, you're
worse.
making it worse.
Nothing serious.
Absolutely, huh?
Well, the girl behind it doesn't look like a bad person.
Get old.
Okay, I feel like I don't know if we've talked how much we've talked about this, but
Bye.
I love her.
Yes.
I don't know how much we talked about this, but like the game does kind of want you to hate Callus.
Yes.
I think.
Yes, I agree with that.
She's like, I'm fine.
This is fine. You can get the burn. You can take the heat. I'll take the compliment. A compliment at Callus's expense? Yes.
I'll take 3. So apparently he doesn't like. He seems to. The Liu guy doesn't seem to be very like. Doesn't seem to like the Empire as much as, even though he's a part of it. That kid just said he never goes back to the embassy.
Which goes along the same line of what we inferred from him looking at the
Birds. So they've got that reinforcement there. You can actually leave the village this way. So that lady just told us about the Cloud Passage. Well, that's another way to get to Sheliak. So why don't we just head there right now?
Do you have our deck set up properly?
Okay, why don't we save heading there for after we set our deck up properly? In all seriousness, this what the lady mentioned. I was gonna show it off, but like I don't want to possibly die from that. The lady said that it's flooded, so we can't actually use that passage.
Yeah.
We can fight some monsters there that are kind of higher leveled, which would be not super helpful because we aren't leveling up, but it's not like we have to do some stuff here before we can get to Sheliak. Yeah, see the river's flooded. It's a nice boat. As you can see,
it has a shiny animation.
It's made out of metal.
versus the
versus
organic.
all other boats. Like this is another fishing boat, but it's kind of hard to tell, but it is like made out of, it's a creature.
Yeah, like the other boat that brought us here.
Yeah.
So you'll start to pick up on this as you go on through the game, but the Empire is very machine oriented versus using organic things, which I think is an interesting theme. Like
well, I don't know if I'd say it's an interesting theme.
Well, okay.
It's kind of an overdone theme.
Well, I find it's interesting when you look at it from Callus's perspective, because he's stuck using a mechanical wing.
Okay, that's true actually, but now that you mention that. And
because he's dependent on technology to keep him alive.
I do find the second game expands on that a lot more. Oh, nice. I knew that was there. I knew that. Yep. The second game expands on that a lot more,
and
which in ways that aren't really apparent until like closer to the end of the game, but still like. And
also, okay, yeah. Finish your thought.
No, I was just saying like. Sure. It just comes across like I'm at least at first, and like for me, for the most part, from what I found from this game, is that it kind of just comes across as metal bad, nature good.
I actually don't interpret it that way.
Okay.
1, because Callus. 2, because everyone is obsessed with using Magnus. And Magnus is a technology.
That's true.
But Magnus... it's not like apparent that it's like a machine technology, but it is a form of technology.
Yeah, and like they do explore what Magnus actually is later, I think. I don't think they've talked about it exactly what it is. Maybe they have though. I think they might have mentioned like Magnus is, it was made by the Empire, but it's based on like ancient magic. So it's kind of like Callus. It's a hybrid of
ancient
of magic, which you could argue is nature,
It's kind of along those tradition versus
newness, like
yeah,
conservatism versus
modern inventions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should hold a discussion for a second because in this room we got that,
And also we're about to
and after I
start a
examine
conversation.
everything,
Yeah.
yeah, let's just start that conversation. I'll figure out the room later. These kids are like, oh, she's gonna tell us a story. This woman has a unique character model, so this is important.
And yeah. Also the giant fish hook to set the scene.
Yeah, I love that. I love that they're not afraid to just like throw in zany kind of like imagination things without like worrying too much about like, oh, is it realistic? It's
Yeah,
kind of
no.
just like whatever.
This looks cool.
It's cool.
They lived on the wide, wide land.
She needs
Oh
some fucking
my
help.
God, stop.
I love her, like, just the
Why?
way she speaks.
Why?
People did not have any wings! And you can't see her eyes, which is really creepy.
The ocean was a huge pool.
It's
It
the
remi-
blind seer that's in Greek mythology.
Yeah, it reminds me of, Off. The main character in Off.
Yeah?
The portrait. You can't really
because
clearly
it's hidden
interpret
by the basketball. You know
Look,
what I'm
okay, we're queer. We don't do that sports thing. I'm just kidding.
The hat!
Bless queer people in sports. I didn't mean anything by that. It's but like the whole thing is unclear. Is it that he has no eyes? Is it the hat brim that's obscuring his eyes? Does he have 4 eyes? Like some people interpreted him as having 4 eyes, and spoilers for Off. But like at the end of the game when you fight him, I think his like portrait has 4 eyes, right? Like
Oh, I totally don't remember what his
I don't
portrait
remember how
looks
many
like.
eyes that has.
Yeah.
The whale was his
And people interpret this traveling salesman's
Zachary!
Zachary,
How could
thank you.
forget-
I'm horrible with
I
names.
love them.
Zachary
I
is
ship them
great.
forever.
Yeah.
OTP. I'm sorry.
Except MC is kind of
Where did the ocean go?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Aw. So now we're learning about the past of the world, which I feel like this has been explained a little bit before, at least in the opening.
Probably.
Every last
Um,
drop of it. He swallowed the whale too.
Damn.
And it was never seen again.
Like, I know that there's, like, bad direction, but, like, surely this woman knows that she doesn't sound like a human being, or, like, someone who knows the words that they're saying.
Remember this name. Never forget. The name of the god was Malpertio.
Yup. Name
Dun, dun,
drop.
dun.
So that's
We've
who-
had this name drop before, but we didn't exactly know what
we
they
knew it was
were.
an evil god.
Yeah.
But now we know it's the evil god that sucked up the ocean.
Uh-huh.
Malpertio sucked up the entire ocean, but choked and drowned.
This is just
Why?
like why? Like I mean I know it's like a myth.
like a creation
right?
myth,
Yeah. And most creation myths are like
What?
oh okay, so she gave birth and then fucked her son and that made
Or
the
fuck
earth.
themselves?
Yeah, or they fucked themselves. Like y'all really did some leaps. Some like logic leaps there.
However, will always be with us. It lives on in our hearts.
Okay.
Close your eyes and listen. You can hear the whale songs even today. The ocean will return someday. Until then, the whale will be waiting. Waiting patiently.
So
where's
the whale is
Malpertio?
still
The whale is
in
in us.
Malpertio.
Tell you now.
No, the whale's in our hearts.
Oh, it's in our hearts. Okay.
The whale's in our hearts. The ocean is in Malpertio. We don't know where Malpertio is. Like, he died, but we don't know where the ocean went after he died.
Uh-huh. Is it still in his corpse?
And then where's his corpse?
Confide not
We know all the answers to these questions.
But this does bring up a lot of them the first time you go through.
For sure.
that in
What did she
mind.
say?
I thought she was addressing. Oh, she was telling her not to trust strangers.
Oh, yeah.
About Malpertio swallowing the ocean.
Same.
Yeah.
Like us right now.
Yeah.
Is but a tale. I know little about it myself.
Doesn't sound like you know
Yeah,
little.
is that valid to be like, yeah, here's the story I'm gonna tell you, and then when someone asks questions, be like, shut up, I don't know.
We should head for the castle now.
She's like, this is awkward.
Or she's heard the story so many times she doesn't think about it.
Yeah, a big puddle. That's for shit. Aw,
Oh!
this game makes me appreciate whales. And their weird finger bones.
In their fins.
Oh, evolution.
Proof against intelligent design.
For sure. Or that's like, what is it? There's like animal. What's that word for when two species develop the same adaptation but completely separately? Oops.
Oh, like on completely separate occasions.
yeah.
There is a word for it, but I don't remember what it's called. What it is.
That it just reminds me of, you know, that meme where it's just like, it's just, oh my god, it's just like, oh hey, like, can I see your homework? Don't worry, I'll change it a little bit so they don't know who you're talking. Are porcupines and hedgehogs in that category?
I have no idea. To be honest, taxonomy really doesn't interest me.
That makes sense. Nice, we got a hat.
Like, it's important when you're studying. It's important
I'm sure
to
it's
study
important
the
to, like,
evolutionary
yeah.
history of something to understand how it works and why it works. But at the same time,
Yeah, otherwise it's just kind of convoluted and not super applicable because it's basically only useful in the fields or like in in-depth research.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
An informer. Oh,
Interesting.
I mean, you're right to be hella suspicious of the Empire.
Yeah. But Leon likes doves though.
So we're already on his side.
Yeah,
'cause he
I'd love a
loves
character-
doves.
I'd love a character. I feel like there's definitely been an anime character like that who like loves nature and seems like super empathetic, but then just like is merciless and like kills people.
It is an
And
asshole.
total
Yeah.
asshole. Like I feel like almost like a Naruto character or something, or maybe Bleach. I don't know.
Probably.
It's been a long time. Anyway, there's just a random. I mean, I guess that's just another room. It's so rare that we go into a house with more than one room. And it's,
Right.
It's basically never that we go into a house with a bathroom or like.
A kitchen.
It's
living
just kind of
quarters.
abstract. It's the house room. Everyone lives in the house room.
Like in Pokemon, you
Yeah.
go in like, wait a minute, my house is the only one with a bedroom. With an extra bedroom.
Don't worry about it.
Not even an extra bedroom. I have the bedroom.
Yeah. Okay, let's sell some of these photos. Look at that. Cash. Cash money.
Mom, she sleeps on the kitchen table.
Yeah.
Like,
Or like we all share the same tiny ass bed. Okay, this is important. Probably.
or there are two beds.
Okay, and we're not broke. Well, at least we have the equipment, right? That's one thing that bothers me about games is like, if you're playing them for the first time or you haven't like planned out everything like you would in a speed run,
Mhm.
you kind of just spend your money. Oh, I should heal. You kind of just try to get all your options. Like you spend your money getting options that are available to you.
Mhm.
instead of like evaluating like, oh, do I actually need to buy this, because it's so hard for you to tell what you need and don't need when it's not in your inventory and shit like that, and you don't know what you are gonna get, and you don't know all this information, so it just ends up,
it's impossible to plan ahead.
It's impossible to plan ahead, and then you end up wasting a lot of time and like in-game money on things that you'll never use,
unless the NPC's like, hey.
unless there's some sort of like exact hint or like very detailed information that you could find that would like help you actually figure that out. And even if they're like her clavicles so like weird, did you see it?
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the model.
It's just like lines. Like, see?
Yeah.
Ew, I'm sorry.
No, I
but,
dislike
just,
that
like,
so
not
much.
good.
The shadow's supposed to be only underneath, not
It looks like
above,
you put
like
eyeliner
that.
on.
No.
Okay, we should
Secretly
probably
disguising as a human.
Yeah. Yeah, what was I saying?
Secretly disguising? Wow, that's redundant.
Secretly disguising.
I don't believe we've met. Are you travelers, perchance?
Oh, you voice acted.
It
Must be important.
Yeah.
I see.
You're also
I
very
love this
high.
portrait so much.
It's
It's the best one.
It's a great place to relax. I tend to spend a lot of time down here, away from the city and the embassy. I prefer the humble atmosphere of this village to the glitz and glam of the city.
Again, more points on the nature-loving aspect of this guy.
Yeah.
Or like the traditional
Yes.
versus
My name is Dude.
Imperial kind
Yeah.
of like
Master
newness.
the diadem.
Which is ironic because he's from the Empire.
yeah, and is
Yet the
wearing
title of
lots of
ambassador is but a name.
And he spent his time in his life trying to become a high-ranked soldier. So like,
The
an
relationship
ambassador,
between
no
our
less.
empire has
Yeah.
always been a little shaky. Even today, there is little, if any, exchange between the two nations. When I first arrived, the villagers were suspicious. They thought
They
I might
still
be a
do.
yeah,
spy.
they still do.
Besides, the empire cares very little about people of other nations.
Aww.
Yeah, they're an empire.
Thus,
Also, Lead's
my
ass
post is
just
much
like
less
sticks out there.
Yes.
I guess he just has a very straight back. Possibly like scoliosis or something, because his back is just like, what is that?
Unless he has
Callus's
something
ass is like,
non-existent.
maybe he has like, yeah, some sort of like pack or something.
Yeah.
Also,
you're wearing a tie. I
love.
didn't
Yeah, I was gonna
even
say.
notice
I like that. I like that. It's also weird though, because he's like one of the very few characters in this game actually wear ties. Like very few characters in this game wear recognizable clothes from our world.
Yeah. Well, except for like vague concept. That's a cape.
Yeah.
Those are slippers.
Crocs. No, I was just gonna say like the flip side of planning though is that okay, the last place to go, I think we've talked to everyone. The last place to go is in this building. The flip side of planning is that, like, for example, I just watched like a speed run, right, of Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
And the guy is so good at the game and he knows everything to do so well that he just like doesn't pick up items just to save time.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you think about it, if you know a game well enough and you can do something without having to go get something else, then why not just do it?
Yeah.
And then you might realize that actually a lot of these items are redundant. And then I feel like that, unless you're like actually trying to speedrun the game, that like makes the game almost less enjoyable, not picking up like the extra side stuff and like not having those options available to you and whatever. I just feel like if you start thinking about the game only in terms of, okay, what do I absolutely need, but you also don't have like a goal like speedrunners do to actually like
to
beat
save
a time.
time.
Yeah. If you're just kind of like, oh well, I can do it without picking this thing up, so I might.
Then
as
where's
well
the fun? Because
Yeah.
you're not experimenting with what you have.
Exactly.
Yeah?
That's like a big part of the fun. Also, that was cute. I don't know if he does it.
Wait, are we on the table right now? I can't tell what's
It's
happening.
a bar.
Oh, it's a.
We're not on the table. It's
okay.
like, or not a bar. Sorry, it's like a stage.
Yeah, but it's a stage that doesn't have like a.
It's not very elevated.
Yeah.
This reminds me of, yay! Oh, that's a really good item. Make it through attack. like temporarily, but still. That's especially important in a low-level run where we don't have many stats.
Mm-hmm.
But this stage reminds me of when we were playing D&D
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's literally the first thing I
thought. For context,
we found instruments.
yeah.
Yeah, and just, played them
And
in the
really
middle
cool
of a dungeon.
I gave you guys it wasn't well, you can call it a dungeon. It's a dungeon as much as any area in Shin Megami Tensei is a dungeon. And I love how they were just like, what does he need? Not that.
Oh, we're supposed to give him something we get later in the game.
Okay.
And
Oh, and
in
I
the
know
next
what
area.
I know what he
Yeah.
gives us too. It's
Hi
not
there.
great. Hello.
Well, you two are new around here, aren't you?
I like her.
Anna, owner.
Yeah,
of
Anna's
this
cool.
humble
She takes no shit.
establishment. Did you come in on the liner today?
Yeah.
Then you must be from Sadal Sud. That's quite a trip.
I like her, like,
Welcome to Nashira.
I don't know, like her dress or whatever has like,
Jewels?
yeah, or
Yeah.
not only the jewels but like the little flower designs, like the orange flower things.
Okay, yeah.
There isn't much to see here, but it's a great place to relax.
Actually, we don't
I
have
love that
time
she's
for
saying
this.
that as there's a man like clutching his head in agony, like sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You're out of luck then. As you may have heard, the Lesser Celestial River is flooded. The road to the city has been cut off. The river rarely floods over. It's one of those freak things that hits once in a blue moon.
Y'all don't have a moon.
If the road's cut off,
They don't.
They
though.
do. They do. They do. They do. They do. In
Really?
the
Oh, yeah, they
yeah.
ship leave for the city.
It has like a shiny ring around the moon.
Hate to say this, but there's no regular ship to the city. You'll have to ask one of the fishermen to ferry
And it's
you
really
over.
close.
How does that work? 'Cause this
But
isn't a
it might
planet
not be
anymore.
easy. They don't like taking strangers on their ships.
What do you
Besides,
mean, the moon?
everyone's
Yeah,
pretty
if they're
jumpy
not a
with the river
celestial
catch-all.
body, then how do they have a moon? And if they are a celestial body,
Wait, I thought we were just
Do you know
elevated
anyone
in
who
the
would be willing
atmosphere.
to help
something
us?
like
I
that. Sorry,
guess,
that's it.
yeah.
It's we're still living on a globe.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
We need to get to the capital as soon as possible. We'll pay for the ride.
I have a lot of weird dreams about like
So
just
you're in a hurry, huh?
the solar system going awry for some reason.
Oh no.
It's so strange. Like suddenly the Earth is
See,
launched
someone might agree
from
to
the
help.
solar system, and we're just
What?
going on a trip.
You should
Anyways.
get what is it? That
Find
space
him.
simulator? You know,
He
Hubble.
hasn't
I
stopped
forget what it's
by
called.
He
I
should
think it might just
long
be called
soon enough,
SpaceX
though.
or something.
Yeah?
Space simulator or something.
Why don't you check back? Or you could stick around and have a drink.
All right.
Thanks.
Trying to sell shit.
Yeah,
We'll stop by later and see if he's
she is a barkeep.
She's good at her job.
Just to earn
her
her-
elbow looks a little broken there when she had her hand on her.
On-
Her other hand
yeah.
was like bent backwards.
Looking for
She has
Gibari?
to earn her
What do you want
keep
him
as a
Ha ha,
barkeep.
ha, 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 ha. And we have someone else with a portrait.
Nothing serious. We're just looking for a ride to the city. Who are you?
The name's Rebelus. You could say I'm the head fisherman in this village. You're out of
only
luck, kids. No one here
How-
takes strangers.
How does one become a head fisher?
Yeah.
Cut it out, Rebelus. Leave the travelers alone.
Huh. Leave them alone? The catch is poor and the wind is almost dead.
It's our fault.
These are hard times, Anna. The last thing we need is strangers scaring away the fish.
That's so dumb.
I know, but
Burying
they're trying to
strangers
deal
is
with,
against
like,
our village rules.
you know, like superstition and tradition
Yeah.
and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kibari, that lug. He ignores those rules, laughs at them, says we're just superstitious.
Yep.
That lug always has to do things his
Yeah.
own way, by his own rules. He's just a big pain in the neck.
Maybe he actually like has a sense of
He's
self.
not so
Yeah.
wise.
He doesn't just rely on the random
Yeah,
people.
that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
So those are the other fishermen in the
I
village?
say you forget about going to the city.
Maybe they're
Oh my
not catching
God.
anything because
Back
they're on the
home to your
fucking
mom.
bar.
Or they're repulsed by your
What was that?
heteronormativity. The fish are like, bye, asshole.
Or you could wait your life away for the river to calm down and take the road. Here, here! It's your choice. Go home or wait forever.
The hell is wrong with you
What
guys?
is wrong with you?
I came here to see Gibari. I'm not asking any of you to take us.
You just don't get it, do you, kid? If
Are you
talk
gonna like beat us up?
We're in a
rubbing you
bar.
a bit will help it sink in.
And we're not drunk yet.
Hold it there.
The music stopped. Dramatic effect.
So
Another
these two
character
are here to
model.
see me, hmm? Gibari.
Da-da-da. Oh my
The
God.
model
Douglas, you
mismatches
got
the
something to
portrait
say?
sometimes.
Come to me.
Oh yeah.
Just
Like
putting
right
it
now.
out there.
The purple spiky elbow or shoulder pad is
Is
on
in
the
the
wrong
wrong
side.
side.
Which, like, I definitely 100% understand why, but
Huh.
still.
Because sometimes they flip the character portraits so that characters are facing each other in a conversation.
Don't take it personally.
Yeah, or the character model just turns around.
Yeah.
It's the poor catch. And the wind.
But also his tattoo
And putting you
disappears.
on edge.
Uh-huh.
That is a little less forgivable.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You must be Gibari then.
Right.
Okay, what is
What
the
can I
point
do
of your
for you?
shoulder pad, though? It doesn't do anything.
Make him look cool during
We need a
battles.
boat ride into the city.
To Sheliak? I see. The cloud passage being cut off and all.
Also, his outfit is, like, the worst one so far.
Nonsense. Yes, absolute nonsense.
We must hurry.
Like, what the fuck?
This is Final Fantasy X levels of what the hell are
Yeah,
you doing that outfit?
The only reason why it's not, like, past Final Fantasy X levels is because the camera doesn't get close enough to them for you to actually
Yes.
You
understand,
sound
like,
pretty desperate.
How weird it is.
how awful and
Anyway,
weird.
you came at the right time.
Weird in a not good
Yeah.
Why don't you help me out?
Like, we have a man wearing Crocs and, like, a dusty-ass cape he found on the ground made out of garbage. And then we have a woman with a airplane neck comforter
Yeah.
around her
Yeah,
neck and a
that
full
doubles
pink,
as a hood.
yeah, like in a full pink bodysuit. Like,
What's
and then we have a
crossing
man
the
with
road
those are like cowboy pants. I forget what
Yeah.
the exact term is
over? None of the
it
others
is
have
for,
enough
but
guts to
like
go out there.
And has
green-
an ass
orange cowboy
window.
pants with an ass window and an ab, like it's not even a window at that point. I don't even know if he's wearing what he's wearing qualifies as like a shirt of any kind. It's basically
he's
just
not
some
wearing-
fabric
yeah.
like around his arm.
Yep.
And do you have any idea what the green thing below the shoulder pad is?
No, no, not at all.
Like, how do they come? And then his earring, or no, it's not an earring. It comes
a
from
thing-
the headband.
Yeah,
Young lady,
it looks
Around
like an
his
earring.
ear.
Yeah,
But it's not
slackers I know.
attached to his earlobe,
at all.
What do you say?
but it
I don't
windows.
know
his-
how much help we'll be,
Yeah.
but we'll do
Whatever.
Great. Now we're talking.
Okay.
If whatever's causing this
Yeah,
flood
see, they
is too
flipped
much
the
to handle,
shoulder pad here, I think.
Look at him. He's flexing. I didn't realize
Oh
that he
my
does
god.
that. Wait for it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
His arm
Jitters.
strained.
leave
Yeah.
it alone and I'll take you straight to the city.
Also, it looks like he's wearing a pot of
What do you
plants
On
as
his head.
Yeah, but that's his hair, I think.
So let's do it, I guess.
Why
Like,
would we ever?
Yeah, well, I'd like to be like contrarian in this, but in this case,
think? Okay.
I
you
agree.
say so.
Yeah.
I guess. Also, Callus is wearing string in his hair, so I just wanted to point that out.
Huh?
Yeah, he does have
Mumbling
green
about?
hair.
It is hair.
I
Yeah.
wasn't mumbling.
No,
was
I just
talking
wasn't
to
sure if it was actually green or if
guardian
it just
spirit.
looked green. It's green.
Or he dyes it green.
So, there's a spirit.
But this
with
is
you, huh?
this is an anime game, so
Like,
it's actually
Callus's
that
hair
color.
is blue.
Yeah.
So
Thought that was
Unless
just an old
Callus
folk
is
tale.
constantly dyeing his hair.
Believe it or not,
I'd like to live in a world where that's true. Anyone with like a hair color that isn't naturally found in our world is constantly dyeing their hair.
Anyway, let's go have a look at that little celestial river. I'm Callus.
And I'm Shella.
Nice meeting you both, Callus.
And I'm
Shella.
uncomfortable.
And what's your spirit called?
I don't even remember him introducing.
Huh?
Introducing.
That's a weird name.
Okay, fuck you.
Well then.
I mean, as a name.
Nice meeting you too.
You guys.
Still homophobic. No, I can't do that.
No, we like Gibari
yeah.
to some extent.
Off we go to the harbor.
I don't think he's ever pissed me off in this game.
No. He's much better than Rebless. And also, we got our third party member.
Yeah.
So, a thing about Gabari is that he's level 6.
And we're level 1.
1.
Yeah.
So, I think what we're gonna do is level everyone to the same level.
To level 6.
Yeah, because we can't de-level Gabari.
No.
Just that way, like, it's not weirdly like, Gibari
No.
won't be, like, weirdly overpowered compared
And then
to
we'll be
us.
like, let's constantly use Gibari or the newest character we get
Right,
because they're the highest
exactly,
level. Yeah.
exactly. And then we would never use Callus and Shella when we got other characters.
Yeah.
Spoilers, we're getting other characters.
Yeah.
But
But this is an RPG, so you probably knew that.
Yeah, you did. Anyway, it's been like half an hour, so we're going to
We're gonna call it.
call it here,
Yeah.
and we'll see you in the next episode, episode 13. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.